Yeah, we in here. Let's go. Already. Shout out to Jameson Taylor. We in here. 6-2, baby. Let's get it. Yeah. We back up in this thing. 6-2. Smoking on that Bears pack. You understand? Just smacked up them teddy bears. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. We in here. Let's get it. Yeah. We just got us a new bear skin rug. We sitting on it Indian style, meditating. Eating some bear claws. You understand? That's how we getting down. Shout out to Dak owns Philly. Indeed he does. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get you a rent, sir, cause you be in here faithfully. I got you. Appreciate the support. You know what I'm saying? We in the building. It's the first time I'm live on Facebook with the rest of the people. You understand? Shout out to Cowboys Fun Chapel. You know. You understand? We in the building. That's what we doing. Yeah. That's what we doing. Yeah. Let's get it. 6-2 going into the dreaded bye week. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. We won't have Cowboys football for almost 2 weeks. Good grief. It's all good. Trying to see if I can get a few people up in this thing, you understand? Let's do it. Let's get it. Yeah. How y'all feeling this morning? 6-2 going into the bye week. We had several appearances for some new talent that we ain't seen yet. You know what I'm saying? Damone Clark made an appearance. You understand? Mr. Jonathan Hankins made an appearance. You understand? We got a good look at some of these people. My boy Deron Bland making plays. You understand? You know I've been one of his biggest, you know what I'm saying, fans already. I want him on the field, and you seen him. He broke up a great play, man. It was excellent. It could have been a touchdown. That play right there saved 7 points. That could have changed the whole entire game. You understand? Yeah. Let's get it. We almost in this thing. Let's get it. Yeah. We in the building today. What's going on? Yes, sir. How y'all feeling to be 6-2? Up in the... How you feel to be 6-2? Them haters already knew. You know what I'm saying? We already knew this. But we in here, man. We got that dub against those teddy bears. You know what I'm saying? It was a dream world against those teddy bears. We got to win against the teddy bears, man. Them boys ain't talking about Nathaniel, you understand? They ain't talking about Nathaniel. That's what we say over here, you understand? Shout out to Choctaw. Shout out to Carl Maine in the building. You know, we in here. We feeling good this morning. I got my coffee. You know what I'm saying? We on something else today. You understand? We on something else. You feel me? We lit today. We got the energy. We feeling good. You know what I'm saying? The Giants lost. That's always a plus. You understand? Now we second in the division. You feel me? Behind those filthy Philadelphia Eagles. And we coming for them. You understand? Shout out to y'all. We in here. I'm lit this morning. My team looks supreme. You understand? My team looks supreme. Shout out to Big Flock 91. We in the building. Shout out to Texas Twister. We in here. Hey, my team looks supreme, y'all. Now, let's address these buffoons that was hating on my team. Stop the show. Now, you know a lot of Dak haters out there try to say, oh, Dak ain't this, Dak ain't that. Y'all want to know something I noticed? Man, we ain't scored 28 points all year. We ain't scored 28 points all year, y'all. All year. We scored 28 at half. Let's go. We scored 28 at half, y'all. We ain't scored 28 points all year. We scored it by halftime, y'all. We in here. What they thought was going on. These buffoons keeping up all that buffoonery. They don't understand how we get down when we got Young Rain Dakota on our side, you understand? Y'all make it rain. We in here. Shout out to Shane. Y'all make it rain. Shout out to Shane. Shout out to Choctaw. We in the building. My team ain't playing. What's going on, True Vibes? We in the building today, man. We got this dub. We put up a 50 burg on these young mains. You understand? Shout out to the bad influence, Mr. Swain. We in here. You feel me? Don't let them haters rain on your parade. You know they want to hit you with the sad storyline. Shout out to Dallas Cowboys 1977. You understand? They want to hit you with the sad storylines. Oh, the Cowboys ain't playing nobody. Oh, Tony better than Zeke. Oh, y'all ain't good for real. Y'all played the Bears. Y'all ain't did nothing. But we ain't gonna let them haters rain on our parade because we 6-2 going into the bye week, you understand? And we played most of these games without Young Rain Dakota. If y'all would have told me that at the beginning of the year, if you'd have told me Dak would have missed 4 games and you still would be sitting 6-2 going into the bye week, I would have called you crazy. I would have had my suspicions, you understand? I would have said you was crazy. Ain't no way Mr. Cooper Rush would have done that. Ain't no way he would have done that. You understand? But I would have been wrong because he did it. And now we sitting pretty going into the bye week, man. We sitting pretty. We sitting very handsomely going into the bye week 6-2. I'm super excited. My offense has showed up, y'all. Now, here go the people. Oh, Dak ain't have 400 yards with 75 touchdowns. He ain't got to do it. You understand? We scored 28 points at halftime. I know the Bears defense ain't the monsters of the Midway no more. I know they ain't got Brian Urlacher over there. That was one of my favorite linebackers. Shout out to him. But I know they ain't got the big boys over there. But still, this offense hasn't scored 28 points all game, all year. Now, Dak come back, his second game in rhythm. Now we get 28 at halftime, y'all. Let's go. Let's go. And I know a lot of people mad at the defense. I understand. But we got to think about this. Shout out to Ranell, a.k.a. Amp. Shout out to you, sir. Shout out to everybody in the building. I'm feeling good this morning. We finna talk our talk. You understand? But I know a lot of haters want to talk about the defense. But think about this. The defense been putting in OT for about 23 weeks. They've been putting in overtime. They've been working 12-hour shifts, no days off, 7 days a week. Them boys ain't had no leeway at all. You understand? You got to give them boys a break. They ain't even getting no breaks. They got no lunch breaks. You know what I'm saying? We probably have to call the Better Business Bureau on our offense before that came back because they was doing them boys wrong. You understand? Them boys got no leeway, no room to do nothing, no room for error. Them boys looked over there on the other side of that sideline and said, we got Dak back, y'all. They just took a little deep breath, man. We ain't gonna hate on the defense too much. Like I said, this what the real Cowboy people who was evaluating this team was saying, man. The level of play that the defense was on, man, it was not sustainable. You cannot sustain that for 17 games and through the playoffs. You just can't do it. It's not realistic. Now, especially the way that the rules are heavily favoring the offense these days. We weren't going to be able to keep that up, y'all. And Chicago Bears, they ain't even no juggernaut. They just a team that know how to run the ball. You know what I'm saying? And they gave us some problems. But that's what I want y'all to understand, man. We knew that it was gonna come a time, it was gonna come a point in time in this reality that this defense wasn't gonna be able to do it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody have off games, everybody have days that they just ain't on, you understand? And the defense went in their bag today. we got to say that. The defense wasn't in their bag all the way. Now, it was some context in there. It was some reasons why it didn't go the way we wanted it to go. But the defense didn't do the normal defense doomsday 2.0 type stuff. You know what I'm saying? And that was the day that we feared. That was the situation that we feared. That was the situation that made us content creators come in here and say, hey, y'all, pause. We can't keep winning like this. It's not sustainable. It won't continue. Soon as we played a decent team, we took an L against the Eagles because we were saying that level of play is not sustainable. The offense is going to have to do its part. And this was the game. I'm here to tell you now. I don't care what nobody say. And I love Cooper Rush to death because he did us a good job. He handled his business, and he did exactly what you want to see from a good backup. But if Cooper Rush was starting this game, we would have took an L. I'm sorry. We would have took an L. This would have been an L if this was a Cooper Rush game because the offense had to perform. Know what I'm saying? The Bears had a lot more fight than I thought. That's why I tell you, this is the NFL. You can't sleep on nobody. We did kick them in the behind now. We did whip their tail. They are some teddy bears. You know what I'm saying? But you got to realize they did come to play. They came back. They didn't fight. They had a lot of fight in them, man. So shout out to the Bears. They fan base came strong too. You know what I'm saying? They came deep. They came making noise. But we silenced them. We made them shut up and go sit down somewhere. We whooped their tail. But they did take a L, and they came with it, though. We'll give them their props. But this offense had to perform today. You know what I'm saying? Yesterday, they had to perform. We put up 28 points at half, and we still went all the way safe. Now, we kept them at bay. You know what I'm saying? You know how the big brother beat up the little brother. The little brother run up mad, and he just hold his head while the little brother just swinging because he can't reach him. You know what I'm saying? We did them like that now. We kept them at a distance. But at the same time, the offense had to perform. It was a must. You know what I'm saying? It was a must for the offense to perform. That's a fact. So we got to look at that, man. And this was the game. This was the type game I was talking about. Micah laboring an injury. He going back and forth, playing 60-some% of the snaps. He wasn't in 100% of the time, know what I'm saying? These are the type of games that we looking at like, man, it's a sequence of things that can happen that can put us in a compromising situation, especially on defense. You got all your safeties getting hurt. J-Run going in and out the game. Donovan Wilson laboring. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of rough. Then Malik Hooker was out. So it's like we had a lot of injuries and nagging stuff that was holding us down this game. On top of Micah not playing the full amount of time. This defense, then we had to play some young players. It was a lot of context into this why we gave up almost 30 points, which is very uncharacteristic of our mighty Dallas Cowboys. But we did, you know what I'm saying? But our offense answered the bell and they was able to hold us down, you understand? Shout out to the offense. Let's get it. Shout out to your offense, man. Get them boys some props. They put up 28 points before halftime. There wasn't no interceptions. There wasn't no fumbles for real. That was mostly just, driving down the field, scoring touchdowns. Efficient offense. You know what I'm saying? Efficient offense. You can't help but love to see that from your team. Now, young Ryan Dakota did get a little, he got a little carried away. You know what I'm saying? Before the half, he said he got a little overly confident. And he tends to do that every now and then, you know what I'm saying? Most of the times he'll get away with it because, point blank period, the defense just can't catch, y'all. Defense can't catch. I'm a wide receiver. Most defensive players in general, they just can't catch. Trayvon Diggs is special. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Sugar Daddy Williams. Shout out to Timothy Jet. Shout out to Barry Fish. You know what I'm saying? We in the building. Shout out to the buzzer beater. Mr. Derek Fisher, man, we in here. But for the most part, shout out to Joey Vela. For the most part, man, defenders just can't catch. So you can be a little more aggressive than you probably need to from time to time. But that got burned. He got bit right there. So, he'll learn from that. He was feeling like it was a heat check. He couldn't miss at first. So he's just like, hey, I'm finna try something. We don't want you to do that in those situations, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, I trust Dak. He's been great at, you know what I'm saying, protecting the ball throughout his career. So don't beat him up too bad for that interception. It was pretty bad, you know what I'm saying? But don't kill him for it, you know what I'm saying? He'll be all right. He tends to protect the ball well throughout his career. But let's look at these stats, you understand? Shout out to Dak with those runs, though. Man, Young Ryan Dakota was running today. He put me back to the 2016 Dak, you understand? That boy wasn't playing. Dak woke up and said,
"You know I'm surgical with this bitch, Jake."
Hey, that sound bit was so perfect. You heard what Denzel said? He said,
"You know I'm surgical with this bitch, Jake."
Hey, then he said Jake. He talking to Jake Ferguson, you understand? He talking to Jake Ferguson. He said he's surgical with it. Dak was surgical. For the most part of the game, Dak was surgical with that bit. You understand? He was surgical. That boy was hitting everything. He couldn't miss. You understand? He couldn't miss. That boy wasn't playing. He told him. Tell me if that sound bit ain't perfect. That man said,
You know I'm surgical with this bitch, Jake.
He's surgical with it. He talking to Jake Ferguson. That's who he was talking to. And then he got him that touchdown over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, Jake Ferguson. And then I love the chemistry from this tight end group, too. You seen the little hog tie celebration. Hey, Dalton Schultz hit the ground immediately. It wasn't no, you know what I'm saying, no hate in his blood. He hit the ground immediately. He swung the rope at him and he hit the ground, you understand? Went over there and tied his legs up, you know what I'm saying? Hog tie celebration. Great shit that I like to see from a team, you understand? Hey, this tight end group is special. I love everything I'm seeing from them. All three of those guys can play. And that's what we want to see, man. I love it. I love it. Shout out to Johnny, forgive me. Hey, Carl Maine said, I was happy to see Jake score. Me too, man. Jake, all them tight ends, they gonna be so, man, I gotta give my props. You know, I give Kellen Moore, y'all making me remember, I give Kellen Moore a hard time. I do, to be fair, I do. But it was like a dream world of plays I seen. Man, Kellen Moore was in his bag. Now, I'm probably going to make a Kellen Moore, keeping it cute with Kellen Moore. That's when he make the plays that just, you know, piss us off and like double reverses and for no reason when we was doing good. Just negative plays for no reason. Then the other side of the spectrum is when Mr. Kellen Moore is in his bag. And he was in his bag. Now, I don't know if y'all peeped me on that video I did about Kevontae Turpin. The video I did about Kevontae Turpin, man, I said exactly the things that I said he can do. That's exactly what Kellen Moore did. Shout out to Mr. Kellen Moore. Did you see that? But the only gripe I got against it, I want to see more. You understand? Carl Maine said he could have let Davis get that touchdown, though. Yeah. But look, all I said about Kellen Moore in that Kevontae Turpin situation, I said I want to see more of it. You know what I'm saying? I want to see more. But at least he did what I requested. He did exactly what I requested. I said, man, you could put him in. Go back and watch that video. It looked like Kellen Moore was watching that video, writing down notes in his notepad. I know he wasn't. But I'm saying that's what it seemed in my head. You know, I could think like that. You feel me? But the things that I said he needed to do with Kevontae Turpin, that's exactly what Kellen Moore did. Shout out to Mr. Kellen Moore. He did that little reverse. That was a 10-yard run. This dude is electric. You could put him in the game at any time and he gonna do something magical with the football. We know this. Kickoff return, punt return, it don't matter. Put him in the screen situation, throw a little smoke screen or anything to him. Get the ball in this man's hands and he will put you in a better situation. He will make a play. That's what we love to see, man. Shout out to Kevontae Turpin. Then you seen when he did that one play, he did a reverse. Kevontae Turpin come around the outside, get on the perimeter, and made a 10-yard run. The very next play, Kevontae Turpin, that came right back, faked it to him, and then did a nice play. I believe he threw it to the tight end. Man, I'm telling y'all, that's exactly what I requested from Kellen Moore. I said, man, you can use him as a decoy. You can get him in and do all kind of stuff, man. It is simple to put him in the game, and that's exactly what Kellen Moore did, man. Shout out to Kellen Moore. I love it. I love it. I love it. Now, let's give him a bomb, though. One more thing I love to see from Mr. Kellen Moore is him utilizing Dak's legs in the red zone. Shout out to Kellen Moore. I love that. That's the dangerous Dak. That's that 2016 dangerous Dak when this offense was almost unstoppable. You couldn't do nothing about it. Like, if you want to try to over-pursue Zeke, you got Dak coming wide open touchdown, walking in. You know what I'm saying? Doing this. You know, he do his little celebration to his mom. Like, that's an easy touchdown when you got to worry about Zeke. Then you got to worry about Dak running, especially in that short area in the red zone. Man, that's money in the bank. And we need to utilize that more and more throughout the year. You seen that. He ran Dak a couple of times in the red zone. Not just the one he scored on. He ran him a couple of times in the red zone. That is very, very effective, smart play from your OC, man. I love it. We need more of that. That Kellen Moore right there is the Kellen Moore who can possibly help us do a deep playoff push and catapult us to a Super Bowl. That kind of play calling that he did, that's exactly what I got from that. That's winning football. That's smart football. Shout out to Kellen Moore. Shout out to your OC. Hey, I give him a hard time, but when you do well, you know, I'm going to give you your compliments. That's how we going to do this. You know what I'm saying? It ain't all bad when we talk about these people, you know. I'm not super fond of them, but when you do good, you do good. You know, props will be given over here in the trap house, you understand? We're going to give you your props. We probably make it 2 for 15 next time, you understand? We'll let you come a little short next time, you understand? You might win Trapper of the Week, you understand? Hey, a lifetime supply of baking soda and clientele, you understand? That's what Kellen Moore gets today. But I don't know how I made it this far without talking about playmaker TP. Tony Pollard, oh my God. Tony Pollard lost his mind, y'all. This young man is outstanding, spectacular, phenomenal, tremendous. How many other 12-letter words can I come up with to describe this young man? Tony Pollard is outstanding, y'all. That's exactly what we want to see from a number 2 running back? No, sir. He's a number 1A, 1B. You understand? Put some respect on Tony Pollard's name. Now, what's so crazy is, it's kind of underrated, because think about this. When we see Tony Pollard do a game like this, man, ain't nobody surprised. Put a 1 in the chat if you surprised. Put a 2 in the chat if you knew Tony just like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, Tony, we know Tony is like that. We wasn't surprised at all, like not one bit. I wasn't surprised at all that Tony Pollard had a game like this. We've been telling them folks to put this man in the game more. We've been telling them to do it. Shouldn't nobody in this chat be surprised. We know how Tony is. Tony like that. We know this. This man had 14 carries, 15 touches for 141 yards, 3 touchdowns. Man, it's sad to say. It's sad. I want y'all to know. Shout out to Reddy Red in the building. It's sad, but this a conversation. Nah, I'm not with the Zeke versus Tony stuff, but I will say this. Tony Pollard might be Henry Cedric Wilson right now. Tony Pollard might be playing himself up out of Dallas, and it's sad. I hope we find some kind of way to meet at a common ground, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. We need to find a way to come up with the right numbers and the combination to keep this man around. But I'm telling you right now, when them people seen Tony, they seen him running like that, they said, good grief. That's a good grief worthy performance from Mr. Tony Pollard, playmaker TP. You know what I'm saying? Then the first touchdown run, man, he did a jump cut on Jackson. I think that's the boy that saved out of Alabama too. Man, he put a move on him that I don't know if y'all my age. I might be showing my age. Excuse me. I might be showing my age. But that move he put on there, Eddie Jackson, that should have been on anchorbreaker.com, y'all. Anchorbreaker.com. Y'all remember that? Man, he crossed that man up. That's the football version of crossing him up. It looked like he might have pulled an AC or something. Looked like he might have sprung his ACL or something, y'all. Man, that boy hit a move on Eddie Jackson so mean, bro. I'm talking about, I said, good grief. That boy put his foot in the dirt and hit that corner, it was over with. That boy Tony is nice, man. That boy is nice. You better watch your hamstring and your ACLs, your MCLs, all that when you're trying to catch Tony Pollard. You understand me? Shout out to Dana Jet in the building. What's happening? What's happening? You best to watch your ACL when you trying to tackle Tony Pollard. That's all I'm trying to say to you. You understand? But shout out to Tony Simmons in the building. But look, this what I'm gonna say. Now, one thing I did notice. Don't Dak to Dalton Schultz look a little different, man? Well, has Dalton Schultz been? You understand? Where was Dalton Schultz? Like, where has he been? Now that we got Dak back, you see Schultz all over the field. That boy is elite now. Hey, Dak make Dalton elite. You understand? He does. Nobody know how to use Dalton Schultz the way Dak Prescott does. You understand? Shout out to Sports Guru 95. Victory Monday vibes. You understand? You know I'm out here lit this morning. I got my coffee. I'm feeling excellent. You understand? Shout out to TA Cowboys. Yes, sir. We in here. You understand? Look, I'm feeling super good, but don't Dalton Schultz look much better with Dak Prescott? Did you see that man catching balls all over his head? That Dalton don't even look injured no more. Man. Hey, I said Dalton Schultz needed to heal like Wolverine, and that's exactly what it looked like he did to me. Dalton don't even look injured no more, y'all. He looks in good health, you understand? This man looks stupendous. This man looks supreme. When he got young Dak Prescott, young Ryan Dakota throwing the ball to him, that boy healed up like Wolverine instantly. He said, oh, my leg. He said, Dak playing? Oh, I'm good. Let's go. I'm ready to go. Spat me up, sir. Spat me up, coach. I'm going out there. Put me in the game. Shout out to Daisy Clark. You know what I'm saying? In a row that Dalton Schultz has magically been involved. Yeah, he went 6. He got 7 targets for 6 catches, 74 yards, and 12.3 a catch and a longer 30. That longer 30 was that one that Dak threw perfectly over the linebacker's head, and it was a thing of beauty. Now that was on the penalty, I believe. Like, man, what was this when Cooper Rush was in the game? Now this is no shot at Cooper Rush, but I'm just saying this wasn't the Dalton we was getting. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't getting that Dalton right there. That's a whole nother Dalton right there. That's a whole nother Dalton. This is a new Dalton right now. This man is not hurt at all. Not one bit. Now, let's see. The boy CeeDee Lamb did a decent game. You know what I'm saying? He ain't beating the world yet. I think they're not peaking right now, and that's really a good thing for us. They doing just enough. They building on their performances from week to week. You understand? And I love to see that because we going to need them to be supreme when it's time for them to be supreme. And I think they will. I think they're going to step up. They doing just fine right now. Dak don't have to do a whole lot no more because we trying to become a running team. Know what I'm saying? We trying to be a running team. So Dak don't have to throw as much. You know what I'm saying? He had a nice, efficient day. 21 for 27, 250, 2 touchdowns and an interception. 1 sack. You understand? But that's exactly the stat line you want to see. You know what I'm saying? You want to see a stat line like that coming from your number 1 quarterback when he was barely messing up at all. You know what I'm saying? He was doing everything he needed to do. You feel me? So don't worry about the haters. just do what we do and keep this thing moving. You know what I'm saying? But, okay, let's see. That boy Michael Gallup showed up. He had an appearance. Shout out to Michael Gallup. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to MG13. This boy just appeared, rose from the ashes again. You know what I'm saying? He was down and out, down for the count, and he just came about. You understand? Dak brought him back. You feel me? Michael Gallup was making all these catches. Now, he was looking a little hurt in the last games. You know what I'm saying? A few games, I believe that was the Philly game and the Rams game. Michael Gallup wasn't looking as healthy as he used to be. You know what I'm saying? What happened? He said, ooh, what happened? I don't know. What's going on? But, yeah, Michael Gallup wasn't looking like the old Michael Gallup the last couple of weeks. Oh, YouTube tripping. What's going on? I'm loading. Dang, what's going on? YouTube hating on the win vibes, huh? It still say I'm up though. I don't know. Y'all let me know. Y'all say the screen tripping. Let me see what Facebook doing. Let me see what Facebook doing. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. They say I was froze for a minute. Okay, we good now. We good now. I don't know what's going on, man. YouTube hating on these Cowboy W's, man. You know what I'm saying? This was a loss. They would have had this thing running smooth. You understand? We still good, though. But, dang, where was I? You see how they hating on the win vibes, man? I don't like that. That's very, very goofy of YouTube. You understand? But it's all good. But I believe I was talking about Gallup. I was on Gallup. Okay. Gallup made a resurgence. He gave us some flashes of the old MG13, and that's what we love to see. We've been waiting on Gallup to show something because he been a little, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, he been looking a little clunky. He don't look like Michael Gallup of old because that's my boy there. Michael Gallup go hard. You know what I'm saying? Michael Gallup go hard. He don't play. To me, Michael Gallup is a dog out there, man. He one of the hardest, toughest catchers. Like, he don't care about going over the middle. He don't care about doing none of that. He gonna go crazy. He'll do it regardless. Like, see, and that pass, that interception that Dak did, those are the type of throws you throw to Michael Gallup. And I don't know. It might be something this might be a problem that keep reoccurring, that CD don't go up and be physical enough to high point the ball. I said this same thing last week, and it happened on the interception again. So maybe Dak needs to understand that ain't the type of receiver that CD Lamb gonna be. Know what I'm saying? I know he believe in him. He's supreme. He got supreme belief in his player. But maybe you need to throw those risky type throws over the middle to Michael Gallup. Know what I'm saying? We know MG gonna go up and get it. We know MG gonna go get it. Now CD, he might just not be built like that. We don't know. We've seen him do it before, so that's probably what got Dak still having faith in him. So we don't know. But I don't like to see that 2 weeks in a row, Dak throwing a risky pass to CD Lamb and it's an interception. So Dak, please throw that to Michael Gallup next time. Please. Throw them risky throws to Michael Gallup. Shout out to Lord King. What's going on? But other than that interception, you know Dak was.
You know I'm surgical with this bitch, Jake.
Dak was surgical with that, but I ain't lying. Dak was surgical. He wasn't missing nothing. For real. Like, he was on point the whole game. And like I said, that's what we wanted to see. Now let's get to this defense, man. The defense they laid an egg so. They did a so egg though. Shout out to King Brown. What's happening? The defense was I told you. Them boys been working 12-hour shifts. They've been working 12-hour shifts, 7 days a week. For what? 2 months straight. Cooper Rush had them boys on a night shift. 12 hours. No breaks. They ain't even getting no lunch breaks. call the Better Business Bureau on Cooper Rush and his offense, because the defense they've been holding it down for us. Know what I'm saying? So don't get mad at your defense for slipping up one game. This is one game in I don't know how long. The other games, you know what I'm saying? They needed a day off for King Brown. Shout out to you, man. Like, for real. Y'all don't understand. Them boys been putting in overtime. They been doing all the work. They look over there and see Dak Prescott just like we do. Dak got that kind of respect out there. When they see Dak, they like, whew. Sheesh. We ain't got to do all that today. Them boys, they get a little sigh of relief when they see Dak just like we do, man. So don't make no mistake about it. They look at Dak like that too. So they like, it's just human nature. You can't really hate on that. It's human nature. When you see your guy bad, you like, whoo. You like, good grief. We ain't got to do all that no more. See, they was playing timid. They was playing like Trayvon ain't even want to make no risk while we had Cooper Rush. Like, it was ugly. Like, they was playing on pins and needles, y'all. They was walking on eggshells with Cooper Rush as the quarterback. They know we didn't have much room for error. But when you get young Ryan the quarterback and you score 28 points at halftime, when you do that, man, that's just human nature. Don't hate on your defense. They will get adjusted, you know what I'm saying? Then one thing I did see, the Bears was they were just running the ball all day. Them boys their time of possession was elite. Can't even lie on that. Shout out to them. Get them a bomb for that. Man, I had the tweet. I said, man, when the last time, it became, I got to look at what the time period was, but it seemed like we didn't have the ball forever. Like, it took our offense so long, and then it made me mad because it was after a score. Like, we scored, and then the Bears, it's like they kept the ball for like 3 quarters. Like, it was ridiculous to me, man. It seemed like they kept the ball forever. Like, I don't know what happened. I believe it was like during a turnover or something, and it was a weird sequence that made our offense stay out the field for like 6 minutes. Like, it was crazy. So, shout out to the Bears. They took the air out the ball, man. They knew the way our offense was performing in the first half, that was a smart game plan for them to run the ball. Like, you gotta just give them respect. That was smart. You know what I'm saying? You come up against an offense that scored 4 touchdowns in a row, you best to do something. You best to run the ball. Think about that, y'all. Do not sleep on your team. They gonna hate and say that's Chicago. Bruh, 4 touchdowns in a row on anybody, that's outstanding. I don't care what they say. Don't let them rain on your parade. Then we put up 49 all together. Good grief. That boy Dak Prescott running the ball too. Man, what he had on the ground? Dak went 5 for 34 on the ground with a touchdown. With a 25-yard quarterback sneak. That is elite. How many quarterbacks got a 25-yard quarterback sneak? You know what I'm saying? Where y'all do that at? Who do that? Dak does it. That's who. You understand? But back to the defense. Man, y'all give them a little break, y'all. It was a rough day. They was on the field for a very long time. And I'm telling you, I say this all the time. Fatigue makes cowards of us all. It does. Fatigue makes cowards of us all. It does. I don't care who you is. I don't care how great you are. I don't care what you built. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you get to a certain amount of tired, you going to become sorry. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Lord King. Let me interact with the chat a little bit. Let me see. It say, Lord King says, scoring 14 in 3 straight quarters is solid offense. Absolutely. That's outstanding offense. Think about it. A lot of these NFL games, they might have 20 points for the whole game. The score might be 20-17. Like, scoring 49 points is not normal. And it's just Dak's second game back. Like, yeah, it's up there. It's up. It's up and stuck. Now, something that we need to think about, though, being real, this was probably like the worst time to have a bye for Dak Prescott. You know what I'm saying? Like, just be real. Dak just not getting back in his groove, just not getting back, and it's already bye time. I bet you if anybody, Dak probably the only person in the building that's like, dang, why we got to have a bye right now? You know what I'm saying? Dak, the only person that don't want to have a bye. Choctaw, Montana. Here we go. You ready to do the duel today, too? You ready for the duel, ain't you, sir? Let me see. He said, I seen a lot of fans crying the entire game. After Clown Fields. What you mean, Choctaw? I ain't gonna lie. Fields shut me up, though. I knew he was talented as an athlete, but he made some throws. Shout out to him. They was wide open, but he made the proper read. He put the ball where it supposed to be. And, hey, he went out to Anthony Brown. Anthony Brown survived. I say that. That's a conversation for another day. That DB2, that cornerback 2 position, man, that's a conversation. That's a conversation. But shout out to my boy, Deron Bland. Shout out to Deron Bland, y'all. He got in there and he cut up. Shout out to JCD. What's going on? We in the building. I know a lot of people in the building, man. Please hit your boy with a like and a share, man. It goes a long way. It's our virtual currency. It helps out a lot. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everything. But, man, I'm telling y'all, that cornerback 2 is up for question. But I loved what I seen from Deron Bland. Now, think about this now. I'm telling y'all, if Deron Bland wouldn't have made that outstanding play on that wide receiver in the end zone, if I'm not mistaken, that score would have been 21-28 going into halftime with them getting the ball. That was he saved 4 points right there. That was all your rookie cornerback, 26, Bland. Anything but Bland, as I say over here on my channel. They lucky I ain't see my boy Slam Williams. Now, I said, hey, I came up with the Slam Williams. It like the nation went wild with that. You understand? Make no mistake about it. I don't mind the nation doing what they do. But just make sure you let them know where you get it from. You understand? But, hey, they lucky they ain't get a hold of Slam Williams. That's all I'm going to say. But, man, Deron Bland play was outstanding. That was a big play. That was a play that go unnoticed. That was one of the biggest plays of the game. Something Metro says, Sam Williams suplex. Yeah, Slam Williams. That's his name, you know? Yeah, Slam Williams. And when I came over there in the chat, man, I seen everybody using it now. I don't know if they just didn't see me say it and then they felt like they came up with it too or what, but I just want a little credit, you know, let them know Landlord came up with the nickname, you understand? When you say it in their chat box, say Landlord, call him Slam Williams, you understand? That's me. But anything but Bland, that was me as well. But yeah, man, that was one of the biggest plays of the game, bar none. Deron Bland breaking up that pass in the end zone. That was one of the biggest plays of the game. Shout out to Deron. Anything but Bland. Shout out to him. Shout out to Deron Bland, man. King Brown, shout out to you, sir. Let's go. Now, Mr. Anthony Brown was kind of, you know, good grief. He gave up a few plays. Then Kevin Joseph got in and said, let me hold my beer, Anthony Brown. He gave up a play. Now, I think that play Kevin Joseph gave up was more of, let me see. It was a little ignorance to the way the defense was played on that play. It was more technique than anything because he was favoring the side that he had help on instead of favoring the side that he didn't have help on. The middle was wide open, so you need to be shading towards the middle at cornerback. He was shading towards the outside. Like, that was an easy play for Justin Fields. You know what I'm saying? He got beat. He had a wide open field, wide open middle field to work with. So if you get beat in that situation when Kevin Joseph got beat, if you get beat at all, you get beat to the outside where you help it. You cannot get beat from the inside. That's a touchdown. That's exactly what he did. That's all like knowledge of the defense. You know what I'm saying? That's good learning tape for Kevin Joseph. Next time he'll know that you cannot get beat on the inside when Dan Quinn call a coverage like that. You know what I'm saying? But I think he'll be fine. What Chop Talk talking about now? You know, Mr. Bad Influence number 2. That boy Chop Talk is a bad man. Let me see. He said, I ain't in the middle of no argument, is it now? Y'all set me up one time, had me reading some devious things, you understand? But let me see. The fans wanted to clown, bro, but when I said, bro, was going to run all over, they called him all types of names, but now they like, dang, Montana was right, bro, a beast. You talking about Fields? I mean, look, I never said that he couldn't run. He's a great athlete. But what I did say was he wasn't a great thrower like that. He wasn't going to be just throwing the ball all over the field. Yeah, he's a great athlete. Everybody know that. You know, the biggest knock on quarterbacks like that is they arm. Like, even though Lamar Jackson got an MVP, what's his biggest knock? What people will say about Lamar Jackson? Is he accurate? Can he consistently make the throws? Like, running quarterbacks gonna always have that dark cloud over their head. Because it's very rare that you got a blend of both of them. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's cool. I'm just saying, like, because he told me the same thing, too, though. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to Chop Talk. Like, he did tell me now. I'm going to be real with y'all, too. I would not. I recant my statement. Ain't that the word I'm looking for? Let me take my statement back. You know what I'm saying? We able to change our minds at times, right? You know what I'm saying? Landlord from Alabama is no different from you in the chat box. You know, you change your mind. You might have been mighty fond of a lady friend you had or a man friend. Then, next thing you know, it ain't hitting the same. You don't fool with them no more. You can change your mind. So I did make some slightly outlandish statements about Justin Fields. I said that I would, and I quote, take Cooper Rush over Justin Fields. That was false. He did. Hey, it is what it is. Hey, I don't play. Hey, talk. I'm like that, bro. I just, you know, I'ma talk my trash. You know what I'm saying? Hey, he way better than I expected, though. You know what I'm saying? It's. Look, I feel like everybody should be able to say stuff, and then if they get proved wrong, you know, say you was wrong. You know, I ain't no expert at this. Justin Fields was much better than I thought, talk. Shout out to him. He was much better than I thought. You know, it is what it is. But he made some throws. He had a decent game. But Landlord was right. I might need to steal that sound bit that Colin Cowherd got. Colin was wrong. Colin was right. Landlord was right though. What did I say, y'all? If y'all rock with your boy Landlord, who did I call Justin Hurts? What did I call? I just gave the answer away. What did I call Justin Fields? The last screen. What did I call Justin Fields? What did I call that young man? Please, somebody answer me in the chat. Please. What did I call Justin Fields? Like, what did I call him? What did I call him? Wait, I'm confused. Justin Hurts. I said that he was Jalen Hurts' little brother. That's what I said. He's a young Jalen Hurts. That's all he is. He got better arm potential though. He got a higher ceiling than Jalen Hurts. But right now at his level of play, he is baby Jalen Hurts. And I got some evidence to back that up. I have my suspicions. Let's see what kind of game. Let's look at Justin Fields' stats against the Cowboys. His stats was 17 for 23, 151, 2 touchdowns, 0 picks, 4 sacks. Okay. Let's see what Jalen Hurts' stats was against the Cowboys. Landlord be knowing what he be talking about sometimes. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I just be a little, nefarious in my stuff that I be saying sometimes, you understand? But Jalen Hurts stats was 15 for 25, 155, 2 touchdowns, 4 sacks. Is that not identical, bro? Is that not identical? Is that not identical? Jalen Hurts went 15 for 25 for 155. Justin Fields went 17 for 23, 151, 2 touchdowns, 4 sacks. That's an identical performance. I told y'all this. I said this in my live screen. I said playing Justin Fields is like a rematch to Jalen Hurts, in my opinion. It's like we getting an early rematch of Jalen Hurts. That's exactly what he was. Yo, Fields a better runner, but I'm talking about at this point in his career. I feel like Fields got a higher ceiling. Let's be clear on that. I feel like Fields' ceiling is higher than Jalen Hurts. But at this point in his career, they skill set and the way that they play is almost identical to me. It's almost identical. And that showed you against the same defense, it was the same result. Like, let me see. Like, it was literally almost the same game. Jalen Hurts had 155. Justin Fields had 151. That's almost the same exact game. Like, I be knowing what I be saying sometimes now. 2 touchdowns, 2 touchdowns. 4 sacks, 4 sacks. How close in similarities can we get? You know what I'm saying? I think I did pretty well on that. Give it up for Landlord from Alabama, you understand? I think I did pretty well with that deception, you know what I'm saying? I think I did pretty well with that comparison. But, yeah, man, I ain't even said nothing about Halloween. You know, it is Halloween. It's getting spooky, you know. It sucks that we on a bye, though. Even though I know my team be needing a break, man, I don't be want to not see my Cowboy for a whole week. Good grief, you know. Good grief. I don't be wanting to go a whole 2 weeks without seeing my team, though. That's asking for a little too much, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, the bye week came at a perfect time for everybody else except for Dak, in my opinion. Like, everybody else is glad to see the bye. Excuse me. Everybody else is like ecstatic that it's a bye. Everybody is, you know what I'm saying, dealing with injuries. Everybody's coming back. Everybody got aches and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has been through the ups and downs of the season except for Dak because he was hurt already. So, isn't the bye week coming in a great time for Mr. Micah Parsons? Like, Micah got all kind of aches and stuff. Got a shoulder thing going on. Like, this is a perfect week for Mr. Micah Parsons. This is a perfect bye week for Zeke Elliott. This is a perfect bye week for, who else? Sam Williams. I'm pretty sure they wanted to give him 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? He probably could have went this game, but they wanted to give him 2 weeks. So that's a perfect situation for Sam Williams. Like, a perfect situation for Malik Hooker. I'm sure we walked up in here and was like, man, we can win this game without Malik. We can win this game without such and such, without such and such. So they gave them an extra week. You know what I'm saying? This bye week lined up perfectly. Now, I seen somebody, was that the Bears? They would never do the Cowboys like this. I believe they gave the Bears they bye week on week 14. Good grief. Good grief. Like, that's a late bye week, man. It's like the Cowboys always get a decent bye where it's like in the middle of the season. That's perfect. Week 8, that's a perfect bye week. You know what I'm saying? That's a perfect bye week. That's in the middle of the season. Regroup, refocus, come back out and beat up on the Green Bay Packers. We got to get that win for Big Mike now. We got to get that win for Big Mike. This the Big Mike game. You know what I'm saying? This game right here is for Big Mike, not Mike McCarthy. If you're new to the channel, them two different people. According to Landlord and Landlord Sports over here in the Trap House, Mike McCarthy and Big Mike, them two different people. Big Mike is who Mike McCarthy wants to be. You know what I'm saying? Mike McCarthy is Mike McCarthy under Jerry Jones. You know, he got to do what the boss say and stuff. Big Mike is the one with the beards and the glasses. You understand? When he feeling himself. Big Mike the one who said we are nobody's underdog. You understand? Big Mike the one who drug Kellen Moore in the room by his ear and made him get that play sheet together. You understand? So we got to get this dub for Big Mike going into this game. We got to go to Lambeau against his old team. We got to get this dub for Big Mike, y'all. We got to. This is a big game. This is a monkey off your back game for Mr. Big Mike. I can't wait for this game. You know what I'm saying? We go to Lambeau. Even though Green Bay been playing bad, you know, throw all that out the window. You know, everybody tries to play outstanding against the mighty Cowboys. You understand? Make no mistake about it. So, throw all the records out the window. Throw everything that you've seen out the window. Aaron Rodgers is prepping for this game. He can't wait to try to beat Mike McCarthy. Green Bay is going to show up for this game. We got to match that energy now. We got to get this dub for Mr. Mike McCarthy. You understand? I can't wait. Go up to Big Lambeau, you know what I'm saying? You know, and smack up them Green Bay Packers. You understand? It's gonna be shredded cheese everywhere. You know what I'm saying? We gonna smack them so bad it's gonna be shredded cheese everywhere, all over the stadium. You understand? That's how we getting down. Yeah. Let me interact with the chat just a bit before I wrap it up, man. It's almost getting to my hour. I put an hour of work in, you understand? Let me see. Choctaw says, only way Dallas lose to Green Bay is not being able to stop the run. It's not about Rodgers no more. Not this year. You could be right. Rodgers looking real, you know, civilian-ish. He's looking like a normal human now. He don't have that magic no more. You know, Brady going through the divorce, he don't look magical no more either. Like, they done took his powers now. TA said, this ain't about Fields. The Cowboys are 6-2. Let's go. Yeah, shout out to Cowboys. Hey, we got that dub. Let me see. Yeah, Bearded Mike is a different beast. Absolutely, Big Flop. I'm telling you now, Big Mike is a whole nother person. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, Big Mike ain't no joke now. Big Mike is like, think about Mike McCarthy walking in the club. You know what I'm saying? Think about Mike McCarthy walking in the club, and in my mind, in the mind of Landlord from Alabama, that's Big Mike. You understand? When Big Mike feeling himself, when he might throw on a leather jacket with some shades on, you understand? When Big Mike in his bag, that's him. You understand? Mike McCarthy is, you know how everybody have a different personality when they at work compared to when they at home? You know what I'm saying? Like, you at home, you know what I'm saying? You all that. You all about it. You understand? You might be doing all kind of nefarious things when you're at home. Then when you go to work, you know, you preppy. You doing what you're supposed to be doing. You understand? They don't even know them two different people. To me, Mike McCarthy is Mike McCarthy at work. Big Mike is Mike McCarthy on the weekend. You understand? That's him on the weekend when he done had a couple shots of Henny. Had a couple Patron shots, you understand? And he doing his thing, y'all. Big Mike is a whole nother level. Big Mike is a vibe, you understand? Yeah. Now we number 2 in the division. The Giants lost, you know. Clap it up for that. The Giants lost. The filthy Philadelphia Eagles got another win. It's all good. We gonna handle them. We don't want nobody else to handle the Eagles because we gonna take out our own trash, you understand? We wanna wait till they get to us. You know, this is why they gonna lose though. They talking like they gonna be 17-0 already. Come on now. You just won 7 games. You know, be humble. Humble yourself. This is the NFL. Any given Sunday, that's a real thing. They gonna slip up. Mark my words. Clip me on this. Mark my words. The Eagles gonna slip up before they even get to us. Watch what I tell you. And I'm gonna be upset because I want them to be undefeated when they play us. Now, maybe not, because that game might not mean as much to them. But I really want to humble Philadelphia. I do. I'm gonna admit that. I want to put hands on Philadelphia. You know, I want to take them to the woodshed. You understand? Whip they tail. You understand? I want to put hands on them. I'm sorry. They got us, but it was with a backup quarterback. It's all good. It will not happen again. They know who the big dog over here for real. They know. You know? They know who the big dog. They know. Yeah, Damone Clark came through, man. I'm excited to see what he can do when he get acclimated, when he can catch up. I believe Anthony Barr went out with an injury, so that's why he had an uptick in his snaps. You know, I take it. I'm glad to see him, though. He had an outstanding, a crazy story, man. He done came through. But, you know, I just wanted to holler at y'all, man, give y'all some good vibes, good spirit, good energy going into this bye week. You understand? I can't wait, though. Since it's a bye, I got a lot of time to give y'all a lot of film, too. So, I'm gonna be kicking that film out. You understand? Please stay tuned to the channel. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. You understand? Comment in the chat. Comment on the end of the video. Let me know if you're rocking with Landlord from Alabama. You understand? You can even comment if you're saying you hate my guts. You understand? It's all good. You know? Just let me know at the bottom of the show. It's cool. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm not for everybody. I'm not everybody's taste. You understand? But we in here. My Cowboys 6-2. Going into the bye week, man. I enjoyed y'all, man. Y'all please like, share, and comment. All that good stuff, man. Help your boy grow. I appreciate all the love and support. Shout out to Jose Ultra Cowboy Christian. Shout out to Geechee. I don't think I said none of y'all. And shout out to Mr. Keema. I don't know if I said none of y'all. Shout out to Michael Lockhart. I appreciate everybody coming through, pulling up and stopping by. We in the building, 6-2 bye week. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, Cowboys. We in here. Yeah. And like I say, 1K, one love, Cowboys Nation. Let's go.